Alright guys, so we are here in 7 Deadly Sins. As you can see, we are going to be running the new Green Arthur in some PvE content. Now this is a boss battle, and of course this is the highest difficulty. So let's go ahead and let's showcase what this Arthur can do. Now of course this Arthur's passive makes it so that everybody does 35% more damage, but in return they take 35% more. So let's go ahead, let's start upgrading Gother. He's going to be able to upgrade everyone's cards. And then let's go ahead for this AoE attack that attacks all the enemies. Now, this is turn 1. Let's see what Arthur's able to put up. 86k, not bad. Again, that's without buffs active. Of course, if I was able to run 2 Arthurs on the same team, which unfortunately you can't, I would then bring the red Arthur as well. You know, 7 Deadly Sins works similar to Dokkan, where you can't bring 2 characters of the same name. Even though you probably should be able to bring just a regular Escanor, not just, you know, like, because this is the one Escanor, but they don't let you bring the version of the one, which is kind of dumb in my opinion. But enough of that said, now we're going to upgrade all of Arthur's cards, so this is going to be gold, and let's try out how much damage he's going to be able to do against Gale Thunder, because Gale Thunder has a card where he makes it so that all attacks are directed towards him. 36, but again, he then debuffs the enemy and makes it so that they can't debuff us. And let's see how much damage the one is able to do with the buffs coming from Arthur. And I messed that up. Let's go ahead and let's do this. We're going to do our AoE attack, our AoE attack with Arthur, and then we'll see how much damage the one is able to do. Because again, like I said before, Arthur's buffing everybody with 35% more attack, and there he is at 98. Really, really powerful. And the one, 139. Without a crit, by the way. That's without critting. The one usually does end up critting half the time when we use him. So again, that's a non-crit, the one. Alright, so... you know what? Let's do our AoE attack once more with Arthur. And then let's just go all out with the one. I know the one is probably stealing the showcase, but you know what? This is another showcase for Arthur, just how impactful he is on a team. Especially, like I said, in PvE content, where he is going to be the best. How much is this going to do? 314,000. Very balanced card. This is without other buffs, by the way. I didn't actually get it, but Gother's gold upgrade card gives a buff to all allies. I want you guys to keep that in mind next time we try to get that off. The one did 314,000. Without any other buffs on him, other than Arthur and himself. So anyways, let's go ahead and let's take on a demon boss raid now. Alright guys, so we are here in a death match. I remember the name. It's not it's not a like demon boss it's not a demon boss match, it's a death match. God, I cannot speak, I swear. Alright, so we're gonna see what Arthur can do here. I did bring an AI friend. Again, with these boss battles, you always have to bring an AI friend, or just a friend in general. I decided to opt for the AI. So let's go ahead and let's see. You know what? Let's start upgrading Arthur's cards. Let's go for a gold, and then we're going to save that gold one and instead go for his single attack one. So again, we're going to see how much damage he does compared to all these other guys. Again, this boss's attribute is strength. So again, Arthur does have type disadvantage. But 13k is actually not bad, considering that he actually did more damage than a level 80 type advantage Demon Meliodas that just got attacked right there. He did more damage than he did. And again, that Meliodas has a 3 times chance to crit on his attack. So let's go ahead, let's go for the gold. Once more with his single AoE attack, and then of course let's just let the one finish it off if we are unable to. Alright, so I think this demon is going to be dead this turn. Maybe Arthur can weaken him substantially. Yeah, 21, that's really good. Type disadvantage as well. And then Zawan's going to kill him here. Yeah, 69, pretty good. I believe Zawan's damage is a little bit weakened in these boss battles. For sure. I've actually noticed that quite a bit. Alright, so we're going to be able to get Arthur's ult. So let's do that, and then let's Yeah, let's just do this. Okay, this demon should be dead. With us not only getting Arthur's ult, but also the one having his full passive active. This should kill. We're just going to let this animation play out. I could skip, but you know what? Let's just get this in the video. And 47k crit, not bad. 67 by the one is very, very good. And then this should end it. Yep. Alright, so again, Arthur given the buff of 35% attack is very, very good. I mean, it's not just attack. I mean, he's buffing defense and everything. It's a 35% buff to all stats, so very, very good. So, you know what? Now, let's take him into... Let's take him into some PvP matches now. Alright, so we're here in our first PvP match with Arthur. Again, Arthur's buff does not appear in PvP. I thought the creators thought it would be way, way too broken, but let's go ahead and let's see what Arthur is able to do. Nonetheless, so let's go ahead. Let's start buffing Arthur. Let's go for his AoE, and then we're going to target Green Escanor. Just because, again, Green Escanor is the real threat to the one. So let's see how much he does. 23 is not the best, but again, it's still pretty good damage. And then 7k there. So, yeah, I mean, Arthur's not exactly the most impressive with damage. You know, he's still a really, really solid unit to bring in here if you're, of course, a free-to-play player, first-time player, because, again, most people at the, beginner level is not going to have, level 80 units unless, they are really, really grinding their butts off. So let's go and let's do this. We're going to upgrade everyone's cards. We're going to go for another AoE, and then we're going to go for a Gother AoE because Gother is going to be able to disable all of their attack, which is going to be very beneficial for us. So there you go, the damage is starting to pile up. Arthur's doing some really good crit damage, which is really, really important for him, especially in PvP. So I would go with a more crit-based equipment. I personally went for a more strike-based equipment. Strike-based being, attack-based, because, again, he's mainly there for offensive purposes. Alright, so she's probably just going to have Escanor in a... Oh, no, but Escanor now has his full passive active, so let's go ahead. I mean, this is probably overkill, but let's go ahead and get rid of Merlin so she can't freeze anyone. And then let's go for another AoE. This should kill. Yeah, one shot, very balanced. And now that should kill. Boom. I should have probably gone for the single target, but... Alright, 4k, not... I mean, it's not crazy damage, but... Still damage nonetheless, and we're going to be able to get a gold version of a single attack, so that's going to be very good. Alright, so this should do literally nothing to us. Alright, so we're going to target Escanor. And then, of course, we're going to do this with the one, just in case if Arthur's not able to kill him. So he did not kill him, but again, still very, very good damage. Very, very solid damage. Again, Arthur's not getting any buffs. If we did have another buffer on the team, we would see much better numbers from him. Again, Arthur's still doing some very, very solid work himself. So let's go ahead and let's end it with Arthur. If not, then of course the one's going to finish it off. And then this is game. There's no way this guy's going to be able to survive what's coming to him. And there we go, 48,000 crit. And there we go. Arthur in PvP. Overall, very, very solid. Of course, he's not like the definitive best unit to bring in PvP, but again, nonetheless, he's going to be a fantastic, starter unit for any free-to-play player out there. Now, let's take him into another boss battle. Again, the first boss battle I took him was in the first ever chapter of the game. I took him into the first chapter, where, again, all new players begin. So let's go ahead and let's bring him into a more harder version of it. Let's take him into the 6th chapter. And let's go all the way over here. Now, Arthur shouldn't have type advantage. I think he's going to have type disadvantage. Okay, so he's actually going to be, at type disadvantage and neutral. Because, again, there's 2 greens. So this should be a pretty good showing for him. Now, is there a better version of my Arthur? Yeah, there is. So you know what? Let's actually do this as well. I did show my Arthur at, I believe, at 7 stars. So let's go ahead and let's show what an Arthur at fully maxed out stars can do. Which is not very ideal considering that I'm trying to showcase off mine. But you know what? We're going to let it slide. We're going to see what this Arthur is able to do at 10 stars. Had to do a little bit of math there. So of course, Arthur's passive is now active. Of course, like I said before, it is not active during PvP-based matches. We're going to do this. We're going to target Arthur, and we're going to get a gold AoE attack. See how much damage Arthur's able to do now. And 183,000. Pretty good. That is very, very good. For a free-to-play unit that they just give out for free, that's very, very powerful. Of course, you know, he's going to do more damage on his ultimate attack if we had more dupes of him. But, you know what, we're not going to do a super attack with him just because I want to avoid, you know, any unrealistic rotations with him. And then let's just go for the single, let's go for the AoE attacks with Gowther. Let's see how much damage he does. 42,000, pretty good. And then the double AoE from Gowther. Unfortunately, with the friends, you're not able to check their equipment, I believe. So, you know, it is kind of hard to tell whether or not he has really good equipment on him. But you know what? Let's just assume that Arthur has, you know, ultra rare gear on him. Let's just assume that the friend has it. And we're going to base off of what he does off that. So again, overall, very, very solid damage from Arthur. He's putting up really good numbers. Higher numbers than I actually anticipated. Yep, 27 crit, really good. And then he should be able to finish off Dreyfus as well. Because he finished... Oh, no, he didn't. Just a sliver of health, but again, Gowther's going to go ahead and kill him. And then we should end this fight with Arthur getting his ultimate off. Now, again, I'm just going to assume that this Arthur is fully maxed out just for the sake of the video. Again, because you can't necessarily check whether or not they're fully maxed out. So it's going to be... Wow, 150,000. I think he is maxed out. 150,000 crit. That's very, very powerful. So yeah, I mean, a fully built out Arthur, man, like, he's doing good damage, especially AoE. Like, he did over 100k in AoE attack. Oh, you know what? Let's actually do this other deathmatch. Let's go ahead and let's do this deathmatch. You know, let's fully give people the Arthur experience. Let's do... What's your combat class? You are 140,000. No, thank you, sir. We're going to go to normal. And let's see what Arthur's able to do now. Now, the only issue is I think this demon only allows, I believe it is... Actually, no, we're not going to be able to showcase this deathmatch with Arthur because, again, this demon, you can only hit him with long-range attacks. So, all of Arthur's abilities are up close and personal, which makes it so that you literally cannot damage this demon. Alright, so I think I'm going to end the video there. I think overall we showed off Arthur to be a very, very solid unit. Again, he does really good AoE attack. The only issue is, again, he's not going to be as impressive in PvP as he isn't going to be in PvE, because we did see him do some really, really solid damage. This is the equipment that I have on him. By no means is it fully maxed out like Escanor's. The one's version of Escanor, you know, I have it fully 5-starred and all that. No, that's the wrong thing. Fully 5-starred like that. Which again shows that there is room to improve for this Arthur. He still can do a lot more damage, a lot more attack. So anyways, guys, that is going to do for today's video. Let me know what you guys think of this showcase for Arthur. Again, I'm really, really new when it comes to the 7 Deadly Sins version of showcases. So if you guys have any recommendations as well, please tell me them in the comments down below. And I'll see you guys next time.